Alright, what up guys? Good morning. Today we'll be looking at Cool Grease Concrete. So I know a lot of you guys have been waiting for this product review because a lot of you guys have this sick fetish for heavyweight pomades. And so I'll be satisfying your thirst and talking to you about Cool Grease Concrete. So as the title suggests, this is Cool Grease's heaviest product in their line. It offers like a sort of matte look with like a lot of hold and just like a lot of strength to really like keep your hair in place. It's also different from like the rest of the line in many ways, and whether that's good or bad is kind of decided by you. But we'll go ahead and talk about that later in the review, and we'll start off of course by looking at the jar. Alright, so here it is, Cool Grease Concrete, and according to the jar, this is the hardest hair pomade in the world. Now let's just go ahead and put this down right now. That's not true. And we'll go ahead and ignore the statement because in the past, there have been many pomades that lie. Many pomades that say, oh, we don't dry. Oh, we're the heaviest. No, we're the heaviest. That's all a lie. Everyone's BSing. So we'll go ahead and ignore that statement. But it is a heavy product. So it comes in a black jar, 87 grams like always. And it is a water-based product. Opening it up, you can guess what it looks like. Yes, it looks like concrete. That's actually pretty cool. They really stuck to the concrete theme, and even in terms of the scent. Because if you were to smell this right now, it smells like basically a bland product, like a neutral scent hair pomade, but given like the name and also kind of like the powdery scent of hair products at times, it does smell like concrete, like a dusty concrete, which is really cool, novelty, and at least it's really neutral. So if you were using like a cologne or something else, this one will just fall into the background. And we'll go ahead and start using the product now and going from there. So unlike a lot of other like rockabilly themed American like heavyweight pomades, this product actually scoops out pretty easily. It is a water-based product, and so we've seen like water-based products always scooping out like a gel, but this one still scoops out like a paste. It's pretty interesting, and it really very much just acts like a wax when you apply it. Unfortunately, last time I used it, it does differ from the rest of the Cool Grease line in that like it did harden up and it actually did dry. And so I would consider that a downside for the most part, but if I was looking for like a locking in feature, then it would be a good choice and it would be a great product. However, whether or not a pomade dries up or hardens up is very dependent on the environment. So I am going to reevaluate that and see whether it continues to dry or not. But right now, scooping it out is really easy. Like smearing in the hand is really easy, but applying it, especially to the dry hair I have right now, is a little bit uncomfortable. Not too bad though, at all. I was hoping to apply it to more damp hair right when I got out of the shower, but for the sake of the review, I did have to set everything up so my hair did dry by then. But I didn't think it was going to be that much of an issue, so I went ahead and just let it dry anyways. Hoping that it will kind of like maximize the amount of hold I get. By the way, like, it feels like I'm applying, what's a good description of it? I want to think about like a Lockhart's heavy hold, but even the heavy hold by Lockhart's is still like a pretty slick product. Not goon grease slick, but like still slick, so that when you apply it, you still have that nice like oil as a lubricant. Right now, it just feels like we're applying just a very straight waxy product. Trying to think of what though. Kind of like a Granddad's heavyweight, I guess, since the Granddad's line's a pretty waxy line anyways. And so, it's going to take some serious effort to try and get some product down inside the pomp where I need the support and hold. But alright, so with the product all applied, I'm going to go ahead and start trying to comb it through. We'll see how it goes right now. Not bad at all. So, similar to the rest of the Cool Grease line, it's not too bad to comb through at all. I mean, it's definitely not like a cakewalk, like you do feel the grippiness, but in comparison to other heavyweight products we've looked at on this blog, like, it's easy. So if everything's slicked back now, I'll go ahead and start forming my part. And as you can see, it's like a pretty not slick product. I mean, you get like a matte appearance out of everything, but more than that, like as you slick things down, you still see not like stray hairs, but the slick isn't super clean. Like there's a few hairs like kind of waving in and out of the lines and stuff like that. So you can definitely see how like dry of a feel it has. But then, thanks to the hold, you'll see that it slicks down sides quite beautifully. And it's doing so out of just straight raw hold and like strength. So you can really see, and my hair obviously hasn't grown that much over the past few days since the last review. So you can really see that this product's pretty damn strong. So slicking down the sides was a really easy job. And with that done, I shall go ahead and form the pomp. Alright, and that should be good enough. So, as you can see, my sides are slicked down real nice and tight, very clean, and I'm happy. It hasn't been slicked down this well for quite a while. The part is made nice, sharp, and straight, and I'm confident it's going to stay like that. But the pomp itself is at like a good height, but the shape is just like okay. And this is the issue I come across with my like fine and thin straight hair versus like a heavyweight product. Kind of like the heavyweight product like provides too much hold, and so when I comb through, I kind of expect the hair to fight back and kind of resist, and I use that resistance to kind of like give it like a spherical look and also bring it forward. But like with a hold, like with a heavy hold product, it's a little bit too much hold, and when I comb, it just stays like that afterwards, and so I get like a sharper, like more angular pompadour, which is not what I want at all. But either way, like still, this isn't the heaviest product in the world, so I was able to take a little bit of extra time to kind of just like work with it. And so overall, like it's not too bad. And everything looks pretty alright. And hopefully it stays that way. But also the lack of slickness is causing a few like splits like down the middle, down the side. And I had to spend more time to address those. And I'm not sure whether those are going to stay fixed throughout the whole day. And so we'll have to see that. And we'll see whether it remains like restylable throughout the day. But so yeah, you can also see like the matte look of it, no shine at all basically. And because also the like lack of slickness, there's quite a few stray hairs that I am gonna have to touch up before I actually leave today. But I'll talk to you guys later, and I'll come back and we'll go through like endurance, restylability, rinsability, stuff like that. So take care guys, I'll see you in a few hours. Alright guys, I'm back. Day's over, so let's go ahead and talk about the hair. And good thing I mentioned that whole deal about the difficulty to really generalize how a product will perform for you. It's a good thing I mentioned that last review because it definitely came true this time. Like I said before, in my earlier use of concrete, my hair did harden up and actually that kind of got crusty. But this time, it didn't harden up at all. So I'm kind of confused right now, trying to figure it out. I do trust this occurrence more than the last, but I'll kind of leave that to you guys to go ahead and try concrete, give me feedback, let me know whether it dries for you or not. But yeah, like I said, I do trust this occurrence more, and it does seem like more logical that this product doesn't dry, just given that the rest of the Cool Grease line doesn't dry. Other than that, like I did have to restyle. This product's really dry, which causes a lot of like stray hairs to pop up throughout the day, as you can see now with my sides, and so you do have to like touch that up again. But overall, the endurance is really good in terms of holding like the palm together, just not in the slickness. Rinsing it out, I'm gonna touch in with that later in the written review, so you guys are gonna have to read that because again, like I said, in my earlier use, it actually took like like 1.5 showers to really get this product out. Like there's just like some like really waxy residue. Like once I got out of the shower, there was actual buildup. Good buildup because it was really waxy and it provided a lot of like support and hold. But still, out of a water-based product, we don't want any buildup at all. That's not okay. That's not what we want. That's not why we purchase a water-based product in generalization. Um, Other than that, like it was a good product. I would like a much slicker product, and hence why I would like the Cool Grease Double X more, but still a good product and definitely a good option for those of you who want a super heavy product but don't want to deal with like Suavecito Firme or like Laterite Super Deluxe or Super Hold Deluxe or any of the other like super strong water-based products that like dry up and like crust up. But yeah, so this has been a review for Cool Grease Concrete. We only have one more, but I am waiting for that product because they actually are redeveloping it right now, so I'll touch on that later. So tomorrow we'll be looking at Old Dude's water base. So stay tuned, guys. Other than that, good night, guys, and I'll see you later.